What's up guys, Todd Kelly, Shoe Shop Outdoors. Today we're doing a quick video on leather boot maintenance. So doing regular maintenance on your leather boots will allow your boots to perform better with breathability, waterproofness, and make them last a lot longer. When I'm talking about cleaning, it's more than just rinsing the dirt off. We're talking about doing a deep cleaning of the leather and reapplying a little bit of waterproofness to them. A couple things to note when you're doing a cleaning: you will want to avoid using hot water. Hot water can strip the leather of some of the oils. It can soften the glues that are used. So you really want to use just tap water that's cold and avoid the hot water. Second, you don't want to use a detergent like laundry soap or dish soap. That will also remove the oils from the leather. It can hamper the Gore-Tex lining in them and affect the glues. So you want to use a boot cleaning soap specifically. And the last thing is, when you are finished cleaning them, you just want them to air dry naturally at room temperature. You don't want to put them next to your register vents, a wood stove, any type of heat. That can really damage the leather. It can also soften the glues on the rubber rand and do a lot of damage to your boots. So it may take a day or two depending on the temperature and humidity in your house, but just air dry them naturally. No forced heat on these things. A couple things you're going to need when cleaning it is a nice brush that will help scrub the dirt off the leather, out of the pores. You'll want to use a boot specific cleaning. This Nick Wax one works well. It's approved for leather and Gore-Tex, so it's not going to do any damage to it. For treatment afterwards, we're just going to use a silicone spray to help waterproof it. It's not really necessary, but you can do it. One thing you want to avoid is anything with beeswax. Beeswax will go in through the leather underneath the rubber rand and loosen off the glue. And I did it once on a pair of boots, and the glue was dissolved by the beeswax and the rubber rand started to come off. So you don't want to use anything with beeswax. Just a silicone spray at the most. The Scarpa boots here have Pern Wagner leather in them, which is waterproof leather. It doesn't need any extra treatment other than regular cleanings, but a little bit of silicone spray that's approved for Gore-Tex isn't going to do any harm. So our first step here is to get the boots wet. We want the leather saturated, and we're going to scrub them clean, get all this dirt off of them. So we're just going to start out with a dry brush with water, no cleaner, and we're going to get the big pieces of dirt off first. Our next step here, we'll be using the Nick Wax footwear cleaner gel with built-in brush in it, and we'll go over the leather. And scrub the leather and any synthetic material. So once we get them cleaned up with our boot cleaner, rinse them off again. Make sure we rinse out any creases here. So our next step is going to be to apply a little bit of silicone waterproofing spray for boots. Read the directions on them. Some of them say to put on while the leather's wet. Others will say wait till the boot's dry. I'm going to let the boot sit here for half an hour just to get the majority of the water out of the leather. And this one is to spray on while the leather's damp. So we'll give it half an hour. We'll come back and give these a light spray. So it's been about a half an hour of letting the boots dry. That's just to get the most of the moisture out of the leather before we put on our silicone spray. I'm not partial to any brand. Like I said, we just want to give this a light dusting. Read the directions. Some of them say put on while damp, others dry. One coat's good enough in my opinion. And just shake it up and give everything a light coating. Get our other boot here. And that's all it takes. I'll set these boots to dry in the house. As I said, just room temperature. No fan on them, no heat source at all. Just let them air dry naturally. Might take a full day or more. That's the best way for the leather, avoiding it to dry out and cracking if you put heat on it. Nice simple thing to do to your boots a few times a year, especially when you get them really dirty. You'll pay dividends in the long run of the boot lasting a lot longer and performing better, especially with breathability, cleaning out all that dirt and debris out of the pores of the leather. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're into more hunting, fishing, gear review content, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up. That really helps the channel. And thanks for watching.